Hello, my name is Andy and I am the village idiot. I'm armed with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. Now this one begins a nice little run of villages in West Lindsey, and it's strange because this one's got a Gainsborough postcode, and if you don't know already, I went to school in Gainsborough, I've lived in Gainsborough, I've even worked in Gainsborough in the past, but I've never been to this village, which is a bit of a strange thing really, because it looks quite nice. If we just have a quick look around where I am here, it's the kind of village that you would expect someone like me to come to, but I haven't. This is new to me, so let's go and explore the village and the parish of Pilham. Tiny Pilham lies between the much larger villages of Blyton and Corringham to the northeast of Gainsborough. It has a population of just 76 people. The population is recorded in census information with that of Blyton and covers a very small 2.6 square kilometres. Pilham is mentioned in the Domesday Book as Pileham. There aren't many properties in the village. What few there are weigh in at a current average value of £380,000. The most important building in the village historically is Pilham Hall. This was the home of the Marshall family, who were famous for making agricultural machinery. They owned and ran Marshall Sons & Co., founded in 1848. The company was based in the Britannia Iron Works in Gainsborough. In more recent times, Pilham Hall has been a nursing home, but in 2006 it was empty and up for auction. It does appear lived in again though now. So first impressions of a village I've never been to before here in West Lindsey is pretty good. Nice little village, very quaint. And I don't think you're going to get much more quainter than this church, because this looks absolutely fabulous. Let's go and have a look at this. This dates from 1750 and has some 19th century additions. The church has been subject to heritage crime, but thankfully now it's DNA protected. There's a parish notice board on the wall, and Pilham is now officially visited. In 1261, Edward I granted his relative Richard the Crusader the parish of Pilham, along with the neighbouring villages of Heapham and Springthorpe. He then appointed John de Sicavilla as a rector of the parishes. De Sicavilla went on then to become the rector of All Hallows in London. Pilham's rectors were linked with royalty all the way up until the reign of Queen Victoria. In 1378, the rector Richard de Ecton was appointed directly by King Richard III. Is it wrong to describe a church as cute? Because that's the word that's in my head right now to describe that. It's so small, it's tiny. It's not exactly Howden Minster, is it? It's really, really, really small. And there's just an aura of cuteness about it. I don't know what it is. It just looks It just looks like it should have like a bigger brother or a big sister or something. It's like a baby church. I'll call it that. That's probably better than cute. Right, okay. So Pilham, effectively the village ends there, I suppose, but there is this one road here which, if you go to the south, leads to Corringham, and to the north probably towards Blyton. I think I would say it leads to Blyton. Let's go and explore this road. In March 1886, a part of Pilham Parish known as Pilham Carr was transferred to Blyton. Some records refer to it simply as Carr. There's a railway line between the two villages, with a bridge over this road that falls within the Blyton boundaries. It links Gainsborough to Grimsby. Pilham has always been an agricultural settlement, and that still continues to this day, surrounded by arable fields on pretty much every side. To the south, Pilham includes the hamlet of Gilby, which is the site of a deserted medieval settlement. Gotta say, guys, that's pretty much it for Pilham. There's nothing much more here. The parish is one of the smallest in West Lindsey. It has a population of just 76 people, and there's not many more houses, probably less than 76 houses in fact. So there isn't really much more to show you. So now I'm going to head back to the car, and to finish this one off I'm going to drive down this road towards Aisby, because that's where I'm going to start the next parish. The next parish is not Aisby though, it's not a civil parish in its own right, but that's where the next episode will start. So I'll head down there in the car, and while I'm walking back I'm going to give you guys the picture bit. Here it comes. The church was locked on my visit to Pilham, but thankfully I found this lovely image of the interior on the internet. This is a preserved Marshall single-cylinder portable engine number 87866, built in 1936. This design has a colonial boiler and the patented Britannia firebox. This is another example of their engineering in the form of a traction engine powered timber saw. And here's a Marshall thrashing machine being demonstrated at the Holcott Steam Rally 2008 in Northamptonshire, with a Massey Harris baler attached. Here's that railway bridge over the road. In Gainsborough, this line passes behind the former site of the Britannia Iron Works. It's a shopping centre now, known as Marshall's Yard. Okay, we're back at the car here outside the lodge at Pilham Hall, and now I'm going to hop into the car and drive down to Aisby to finish this one off. To finish with, we're taking a short drive from Pilham past the site of the medieval settlement to the small village of Aisby. On the left is Gilby Farm. The medieval settlement is a collection of earthworks in some adjoining fields. It's around a mile from Pilham to Aisby by car. Both settlements are of similar size, but whilst Pilham forms its own civil parish, Aisby does not, forming part of the parish of Corringham. A settlement of mainly farms and farmsteads, the Old Hall is of note in Aisby, a Grade 2 listed building. We'll talk more about this in Corringham's episode. and here I am in Aisby to start off next week's West Lindsey episode. Okay, that's the parish of Pilham. Do hope you've enjoyed it. A very short one for you today, but as I've said it before, these Lincolnshire villages sometimes are really tiny. The parishes are small and these videos are not going to be extensively long, so you do get these short ones occasionally, but even so, big or small, I will visit them all. This has been the parish of Pilham, and I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and I'm out.